The show that keep that gets you ready, prepares you for the week of football week of football that lies ahead has returned to your social media. This is all things football. Today we start on a somber note, starting following the passing of former Mamelodi Sundowns, Jomo Cosmos, Manning Rangers, Mother City, Amazulu Golden Arrows Platinum Stars and Jomo Cosmos forward and Alton Mary, who was allegedly stabbed to death 10 years ago. So over a little over 10 years since he retired from the professional game. In a statement, Luso Africa confirmed the death of Airing as he was working closely with the club, helping out in both the youth and senior teams. Statement that was made. It goes on to read: the chairman of the Mutsepe family, uh, the board of directors, technical team, players, management, players, staff, supporters of Mamelodi Sundowns FC, and the entire Yellow Nation express their deepest condolences following the passing, as we mourn the loss of the former Mamelodi Sundowns striker. In another message, it reads. It is with a heavy heart that we confirm the passing of Alton Mering. Coach Alton Mering has been a big supporter of our club and has helped out and with the multiple teams over the last few seasons, from juniors to seniors, and even our ladies teams. We are so grateful for his knowledge and his assistance. Please keep his family and your prayers. Lemon Phil Golden Arrows also extended their condolences to the family of Alton Mering. We at All Things Football would like to extend our condolences to the family of Alton Mering and the friends and loved ones and the football fraternity at large. Saying thank you for your contribution to local football. The 48-year-old has also contributed to has played made two Bafana caps in his career, which he was a part of, which he played in 2006. May his soul rest in peace. Who will draw first blood and the MTN 8 first cup blood, that is. History lies ahead. History versus upset. However, what people don't know is that what people do not know, and I was also one of them recently, is that Coach Steve Barker has a special connection to the MTN 8, having won it as a player with Wits University in 1995 when they beat Kaiser Chiefs 2-0 via Bradley Canal brace when they took on Kaiser Chiefs. And they beat 2-0 with Bradley Canal scoring, a 16-year-old Bradley Canal scoring in both halves to decide, including one goal from an acrobatic kick, which was from the close to the center circle, just by the center, to decide the game for Vets University. One of the members of that team was namely Jethro Mashala, just to name a few. Good afternoon, welcome to it. This is All Things Football. My name is Apiwe Roto. Please comment and subscribe to the show on the Amava Roto Network, the show that gets ready for the week of football that lies ahead. We're going to talk about the much anticipated MTN 8 final, Steelers versus Orlando Pirates. Pirates, who, as I know, will be looking to be the first ever club to win the tournament since for three successive seasons since its inception in 1972. On to our news, making headlines without wasting any time. Plenty to talk about. It's going to be one of the long ones as we head into the international break. South Africa. Now, South African head of referees, South African Football Association, has commented on the disallowed goal during the Kaiser Chiefs Mamelodi Sundowns game, with reigning referee after Abdul Ibrahim, head of referees rather, issued an update on the officiating of the Betway Premiership between Kaiser Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns, in which the champions came from behind to win by 2-1. Reigning PSL referee of the season's Komozo Gasa appeared to be failing to keep up with the performance of both sets of players in a player game that dished out the a spectacle in the at the FNB Stadium. Now the game was forced to kick off late due to the late arrival of supporters. Struggle now, according to report complaints, Gasa and his team struggled to interpret the offside rule with regards to the two Sundowns goals that cost Kaiser Chiefs the match, according to many. However, these mistakes have been rectified, and many did say that there was also a late goal at injury time equalizer from Kaiser Chiefs, which was disallowed due to a foul on Musalibusa. However, the referees were deemed to be spot on. And a statement that was made by head of referees, if Mr. Abdul Ibrahim states that the referee did very well and the review will do the necessary, and then in the week we will get the reports, which they've since gone. Of course, there will always be one or two incidents that will need to be reviewed. It's part and parcel of the game, and the review will have a look at it, which I believe has been done, and their decisions based on the footage received. The VAR, there've been calls for VAR with as we've had complaints about teams getting relegated over refereeing errors and coaches losing their jobs because of these errors. The VR is still in discussion beyond the phase. Beyond that, unfortunately, I can't provide you with any additional information. Ibrahim, if you look at the disallowed goal, I'm sure VR would have come in and looked at it as well and confirmed on either confirmed or not. But like I said, it's still in the discussion phases, and unfortunately, we don't have any information beyond that. He continued. He also poured cold water on the rumor that the VR will be tested at the MTN 8 final between Stellenbosch and Orlando Pirates at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, which is today. Kickoff for that fixture is at 6 p.m. We're going to review that on Match of the Day. Well, he goes on to say, well, I don't know where that news comes from, but yeah, it's not from us because then we were supposed to hear about it as well. On to our next story. Football's world governing body, FIFA, has announced the 12 stadiums that will be hosted to the next year's FIFA Club World Cup, which is set to take place in the United States. Now, the tournament will serve as a dress rehearsal for the FIFA World Cup, which will also take place in the USA, making the United States one of the few to host the tournament twice, alongside Mexico, who will be hosting for the third time, having hosted in 1970, 1986, and 1980 in 1970, which was won by Brazil in 1986, while the United States hosted it in 1994. Canada will be hosting for the first time. They announced the stadiums to next year's FIFA Club World Cup, despite concerns regarding the tournament, which will have our PSL champions in Mamelodi Sundowns having qualified. 12 stadiums have been selected and will be used during the tournaments, namely the MetLife Stadium in New York, which will host the final, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which will be in Atlanta, the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, uh, TQL Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio, and of course the Rose Bowl, which hosted the FIFA World Cup final 1994 between Brazil and Argentina in Los Angeles, the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, the Godios Park in Nashville, Tennessee, Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida, and Inter and Co Stadium in Orlando, Florida, Lincoln Financial Fields in Philadelphia, Seattle will have Lumen Field, and of course Audi Field in the capital of Washington D.C. Despite the issue seemingly being sorted, a lack of funds for the tournament is still believed to be a concern, while a lack of sponsorship has also been reported. However, with the competition growing from just 8 to 32 clubs from across the globe, FIFA President Giovanni Infantino has highlighted the positive effects that he believes it'll have on world football, stating in a report that football is the most popular sport on the planet, and in 2025 a new era for club football will kick off when FIFA stages the greatest, most inclusive and merit-based club competition right here in the United States, he said, per the Football's website. The FIFA Club World Cup 2025 will feature 12 fantastic stadiums where a new chapter in football's greatest history will be written by great players from the best 32 best clubs in the world. Now, these stadiums will also be, all new stadiums will also built and will be tested for the World Cup, which will be hosted in the United States the following year. Uh, this is about the opportunity and the hope for those who need it most, and also about prestige and true football for those who make our sport shine. The my thanks goes to all. We never discriminate. We include everyone. This is a true sport of the true spirit of the African brand of the brand new FIFA Club World Cup. On to our third story. PSL side Marimo Gallants have are said to said to launch an investigation involving forward Capatino Mango following an incident in Bloemfontein after the striker was following the striker's video take involved in a with him looking dazed after hitting a vehicle in Bloemfontein following a size win uh, against Amazulu last week at the Free State Stadium. Uh, which was their first win. Now Mango got now the Malawian had been bleeding on his had blood, appeared to have blood on his forehead as witnesses gathered around his car to see if he was okay. Now, unfortunately, we saw this in a statement that was read. In a statement that was made by coordinator Gallant's spokesperson and supporters coordinator Silon Duna confirmed that they are looking into the matter before deciding on what action to take. He says that, look, in a statement he reads, I quote, "Look, unfortunately, we saw this video very late, this thing very late yesterday, and the social media circles. That's when some of our guys from the team tried to check him at our official residence. So we are gathering more information to see what we can do as to what could have happened, and then we'll obviously have to deal with it accordingly as a team, and we don't encourage such behavior, especially for something that which is against the law. Mango, you're gonna have to do better. We've lost too many players on the road. But like I am saying, we are still gathering information, and we'll obviously take out a statement. We need to deal with all the facts. We don't need to react on all these social media things we have seen. Like I'm saying, we don't condone such behavior, especially it's against the law. We will follow the team's disciplinary measures. It's unclear if Mango will get a fine or suspension. We wish him okay. We wish him well. Should he be injured, uh, get, we wish him a speedy recovery. Do better, Mango. Lead by example. You are a role model to many. We wish you well. However, we do wish you well. On to our next story. Amazulu have parted ways with coach Pablo Franco Martin and his assistant in Ido van der Brule following a string of poor results. Amazulu also are yet to register a win this season, losing three of their opening fixtures, namely to Polokwane City, who came from a goal down, and of course, most recently, Marimo Gallants and Kaiser Chiefs. In a statement that was made, the by the club, the statement reads, Amazulu is decided to part ways with head coach Pablo Franco Martin and assistant Aito van der Brule. We would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to both Pablo Franco Martin and Aito van der Brule for their contributions during the last 15 months at the helm of the team. Their dedication and hard work have not gone unnoticed, and we appreciate all the effort they put into their roles. We wish them the best in their future endeavors and extend their warmest regards as they move forward in their careers. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And the KZN outfit now will now be available, will now be in action after the international break, which is in 2 weeks' time, where they'll be traveling to Orlando Pirates at the Orlando Stadium. Orlando Pirates, in speaking of Orlando Pirates, Olisanda and Manapole Saleng might be available in the for the final, which is set to take place today. However, they'll have to we it remains to be seen if they're going to start today or come off the bench, considering they picked up knocks and they were wrapped in cotton wool during the win over Richards Bay. The winger and the defender Olisanda and winger Munapole Saleng picked up slight knocks during the Pirates' 3-0 win over Bulgwana City, in which Saleng opened the scoring, and however, it remains to be seen if he will get to start or come off the bench, or he did not pass the fitness test. We don't know. The fitness test was performed yesterday rather, or Thursday midweek. It remains to be seen. But however, according to Coach Jose Rivero, the injuries are not serious. Now we're gonna look for the story. But however, we do know that they were not they were missing the game, provided they were wrapped in cotton wool, or it's one of those mind games. Considering that both teams are both Pirates don't want to spoil the surprise or go all predictable. In a story in a statement that was made, now, in a statement that was made, it says both players picked up injuries against Polokwane cities, but the injuries were not serious. We seem to have lost the story. Okay, there's the story. Both players picked up injuries against Polokwane City. However, the injuries are not serious. And it is understood that the two stars who have been informed for the season have made progress and are likely to make this Dailies match. Both and they won't be out for long and could make it for the final. Premier League side Manchester United have won. In other news, uh, we we stay with we stay before we go overseas. We're going to stay with local football. Former Kaiser Chiefs, Chess Galaxy, and Royal AM forward Semir Nokovic is set to join Super Pretoria side Super Sport United. Now Nokovic joined the Rockets with the season already in motion last year in September as replacement for Ivorian Jacarija Traore, who left for Turkish club Istanbulspor. By the time he joined Galaxy, he had not played for 16 months after his Kaiser Chiefs exit and his Royal AM issues, against whom he won a multi-million rand case at the Court Arbitration of Sport, for which Royal AM find themselves under a transfer ban until that is sorted out. The long layoff came after a difficult last season at Chiefs, but didn't dilute his effectiveness upon returning to action. Now he has since joined SuperSport United, who are currently desperate for a forward with Brady Grobler ruled out ruled out due to injury. However, he will not, and furthermore, he will not be affected by by the closing of the transfer window, which was closed on the 20th of September. On to our other story. Now, Bruno Mars, Manchester United Premier League side Manchester United have won the appeal against the Uh, Bruno Mars ban. The Bruno Fernandes, I beg your pardon, who was on the receiving end of a red card in a Manchester United's 3-0 defeat at the hands of Tottenham at Old Trafford. By many, in what many deemed to be a disastrous first half for the Red Devils, who were 2-0 down thanks to goals from Brendan Johnson and, of course, Dejan Kulusevski. Captain Fernandes was deemed to be controversially shown a straight red card by referee Chris Kavanagh after the after the after before making a desperate attempt to attempt to touch the ball, but ended catching his opponent high on the ankle. Now, VAR referee John Brooks did not overturn the red card, with uh, Fernandez's match coming to an end just after 42 minutes, with United having appealed the decision. However, it has been overturned, the playmaker no longer having to serve a 3 game suspension. And a statement that was made by the English FA, it reads, Bruno Fernandes will be available for Manchester United's next 3 games, following a dismissal, successful claim of wrongful dismissal. The 30-year-old also avoids a game, which makes him available for the away game to Aston Villa, Brentford, and against Aston Villa, Brentford, and of course West Ham United. Fernandes was left incensed by the initial decision and claimed that Medicine himself said it wasn't a red card. Uh, in a statement stating that I think it was in the eyes of everyone. You can see it was never a red card, because if this is a red card, we have to look at many other incidents he said after the match. According to ESPN, I had many incidents where I got kicked and everything, and I've never seen something so quick coming off as a red card. I just think it's never a red card. The strange thing is he also got sent off against Porto after a second Boca ball offense. Onto our other news, as Kukune United have signed former Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Black Leopards midfielder Lesedi Kapinga on a 1 year deal with an option to extend for another year, after joining Mamelodi Sundowns on a 2 year deal. The club confirmed on a Thursday morning the arrival of Kapinga, and he was joined Pirates on a 2 year deal ahead of last season, following his departure from Mamelodi Sundowns. Kapinga made just 13 appearances, contributing a single assist. However, was yet to score when the 29-year-old found himself making his way out of the 29-year-old spent time at the Soweto outfit. Now the 21-9-year-old will come as a welcome addition to Skakule's outfit, currently in top form, having gone undefeated with their 3 opening matches of the season, sitting third on the standings with 2 wins from 3. With a win, 2 wins, and a draw. He will be joining other former Buccaneers and Linda Mtambo and Tabang Monare, while other arrivals at the team include Njabulo Ngcobo, who departed from Kaizer Chiefs, and Mamelodi Sundowns Loni and C. Pombule. On to other news, Coach Hugo Broos has joined. Coach Hugo Broos has named his 23-man squad to take part in to play for to face Congo home and away on Monday and on Friday. The squad namely includes Captain Ronwen Williams, Ricardo Ghost, those are the goalkeepers, and Sipo China of Orlando Pirates, while defenders will have Supersport United's Sydney Moby, Kuliso Mudau, Sundown's Grant Kikana, Kaiser Chiefs' Roshan Dudley, Kosinati BC from Orlando Pirates, Obremodira from Mamelodi Sundowns, Tabiso Sasane from Pirates, and Fars Basadine of Stellenbosch. Your midfielders are Debo Homokoina of Mamelodi Sundowns, Jaden Adams, and Luke LaRue, Talent Mbata of Orlando Pirates. Your forwards include Pologana City's Austrian Apollos, Sanals Tembaswane, Tito Masonganye of Orlando Pirates, Akron Reynolds, now with Mamelodi Sundowns, Elias Mukwana, Lyle Foster of Burnley in England, Relebohile Mofokeng, and Tapelo Morena of Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, the home game will be played at the Nelson Mandela Stadium in Gqeberha, while the away game will likely be played at Pointe Noire in Brazzaville, Congo. Onto our other story. The Senegalese Ministry of Sport has decided not to continue with national team coach and Aliou Cisse. The decision comes a week prior to Senegal's 2 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers on the 11th and the 15th of October against Malawi. In a statement by the Senegalese Football Federation, it reads, "The Senegal Football, the FSF, takes note of the decision of the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture not to approve the renewal of the contract of the head coach of the Senegal national team A, Mr. Aliou Cisse. The FSF would like to thank Mr. Aliou Cisse for his collaboration as at the head of the different national teams as he has led since his arrival in 2011 and wishes him success in the future." Now, coach Alusise was part of that 2002 squad that made its debut in the FIFA World Cup in Korea, Japan, which was the first one to be held in Asia, and was the man who masterminded the Senegal's national the African Nations Cup victory in 2021, which took place in Cameroon, and of course the Chan tournament, which took place in Nigeria. Several national teams have since penned down emotional tributes to the 48-year-old, including the nation's leading marksman, in a heartfelt message on X, also formerly known as Twitter. Al Nasir, the Al Nasir star wrote, "You have been the positive embodiment of our selection during this decade, and your time on the bench for our national team will not be in vain. We'll remember you as the man who loves the flag of his country and the one who fought to raise our colors high." According to CAF Online, Sissa's contract expired in August and he was in talks with the FSF over a 1 year extension, but the ministry expressed its approval for him to continue after he was appointed in March 2015, and his tenure has been lettered with several huge milestones, including the 2021 AFCON triumph, which was the country's first ever continental crown. Moreover, guiding the West African side to the 2018 and 2022 World Cup, and of course the 2019 AFCON, where they finished as runners up, losing to Algeria as their highest position on the FIFA rankings with a 17th spot, placing as of April 2024. On to our now now that we've concluded the stories, we look at your previous results from how the team performed last week. We saw Kaiser Chiefs Sunhounds come from a goal down, a goal down to finish with cancel a Rangachiva Vero opener. In the 8th minute from equalized goals by Lucas Ribeiro Costa, and of course new signing Ekram Reynas was made 3 out of 3. Sikukuna United, too strong for Golden Arrows, beating them by 2 goals to 0. Raleigh M and Marquesi could not be separated. Raleigh M yet to register a 3 points, held to a goalless draw. Cape Town City getting their first win thanks to Prince Chueza with that odd goal. Marumo Gallants also winning by an odd goal against Amazulu. Chippa United came out 2-1 victors over TS Galaxy, while Kabelo Dlamini free kick was enough to decide Pirates' fate over Richards Bay with their odd goal, while Polokwane City and Stellenbosch could not be separated, playing to a 1-0 draw. Premier League results saw Newcastle and Man City play to a 1-0 draw, while Chelsea saw history being made with Cole Palmer being the first Premier League player to score 4 goals in the first half for his side, and a 4-2 win over Brighton. Brentford and West Ham could not be separated, playing to a 1-0 draw. Everton picked up their first win over Crystal Palace, winning by 2 goals to 1. Arsenal won 4 goals to 2 over Leicester City, despite Leicester City coming from 2 goals down. It just couldn't be enough. Nottingham Forest fell short by a goal to nil by an undefeated Fulham, and falling short at the Molineux to Liverpool, who are now log leaders by 2 goals to 1. While as the Tractor Boys, Ipswich Town could not be separated. While on Sunday, the Tractor Boys could not be separated from Aston Villa, playing to a 2-0 draw. Goals from Brennan Johnson, Dejan Kulusevski, and James Maddison saw Tottenham become triumph over Man United by 3 goals to 0 at Old Trafford. On Monday Night Football, we saw Bournemouth winning over Southampton by 3 goals to 1. Uh, Tuesday, Champions League result on Tuesday saw RB like Salzburg beating Stade, falling short to Stade de Brestois by 4 goals to 0. That was the early kickoff for FB Stuttgart, Bradley Canal's former team. Uh, Played 2-1 draw with Sparta Praha, Borussia Dortmund beating Celtic by 7 goals to 1. PSV Eindhoven and Sporting Lisbon and PSV Eindhoven and Sporting Lisbon also were played to a 1-1 draw, while Man City were too strong for Slovan Bratislava, winning by 4 goals to 0. A 5-0 win by FC Barcelona by for against Young Boys, following that to respond to that AS Monaco defeat last week on match day 1. In France, we saw Bayer Leverkusen beat AC Milan by the odd goal. 4-0 win for the AC Milan's neighbors against Verona Zvezda. Arsenal beat Paris Saint-Germain by 2 goals to 0 at the Emirates. Shakhtar Donetsk fell short by 3 goals to 0 at the hands of Atalanta, while Girona and fell short at the hands of Feyenoord by 3 goals to 2. Benfica too strong for Atletico Madrid, beating them by 4 goals to 0. Arsenal, Liverpool uh, proving too good for Liverpool before Bologna of Italy, who made their return for the first time since 1964 to the tournament, winning by 2 goals to 0. Juventus, despite fighting, had won by 3 goals to 2 in an entertaining thriller. Lille, too strong, won, but Lille's spot kick was enough to decide their fate, winning by an odd goal against champions Real Madrid. Sturm Graz also fell short to Club Brugge by the odd goal, while Bayern Munich suffered a repeat of 1982 by 1 goal to 0. Uh, on the other, on the last game, we saw Dinamo Zagreb and Monaco play to a 2-all draw rather, and a 2-all draw and a rain infested Zagreb, uh, and Croatia's capital. Here's what you can expect in your football today. The match we're going to dissect, match of the day. Orlando Pirates will welcome Stellenbosch at the Mozambique Stadium. Now, not necessarily welcome Stellenbosch like in rugby, your Curry Cup or your Rugby Championship, where you have a home final where Bulls will play their home game at Loftus, or your Lions will play their home final, the final at home at Ellis Park. Now, when you talk of a home final and football, you talk of a neutral venue where the home team has the freedom to choose their home state, their dressing room, their kit, and which side they are going to sit on in the dugout. That is. In this case, it will be Orlando Pirates who will decide, who will likely wear their black kits, and they will decide which dressing room to wear and which side to sit on in terms of the dugouts. Kickoff for the fixtures at 6 p.m. It's been sold out. Stay at home, watch it on SABC One or Super Sport. Please arrive on time. We cannot keep postponing matches by 30 minutes. We beg you, South Africa, be there on time. Show up on time. If you need to buy something before, please buy it an hour before to avoid commotion. We do not want a repeat of Ellis Park, which took place over 13 years ago, or close to 20, over for some 23 years ago. We cannot have a repeat of what happened at Ellis Park, where we had 43 people lose their lives thanks due to a stampede. Due to what happened, we recall what happened. We still have no answers as to what happened. Here's what you can expect in the English Premier League. We currently underway. It's Crystal Palace with Liverpool, which it's half time at the Selhurst Park. Liverpool lead by a 1 goal to 0 thanks to Diego Jota. After that, that game will be followed by Southampton travelling to the Emirates to play Arsenal. Brentford welcome Wolves at the Community Stadium, at the GTEC Stadium. City meet an unbeaten Fulham, while West Ham take on Ipswich Town. We're also going to see we see Leicester taking on Bournemouth now. Currently underway is the first game of the day, which is an early kickoff. While the games I just gave to you will all kick off simultaneously at 4 p.m., with the last game being Everton taking on Newcastle, who will be looking to get their second win of the season. Saturday sees Aston Villa welcome Man United at Birmingham, a struggling Man United at Villingham, at Birmingham, I beg your pardon, with Unai Emery looking to get another win. Fresh from winning a Champions League match against their 1982 opponents in the Champions League final in Bayern Munich. They'll be looking to take that confidence on another level. They'll be looking to use that confidence to their advantage. While Chelsea will also kick off against Nottingham Forest at 3 p. Both of those games will kick off at 3 p.m. Where we conclude the night. We conclude the week of football with Brighton welcoming Tottenham Hotspur. We talk of Let's give you the MTN final exclusive breakdown now on a head-to-head basis. These teams have played 15 times, with the Pirates winning 7 when Stellies have won 4, with 4 games ending in a draw. The last 4 meetings saw Stellies went by a goal to nil last season, while Pirates won by 2 goals to 1 in a first leg MTN 8 semi-final last season. Pirates Steadies won the second one by an away by an odd goal, uh, from which was via an own goal by Zakele Basa. However, Pirates would go on to advance by an away goal draw. Just before the Christmas break, we saw Kaiser Orlando Pirates fall short after a 2 goal coming. Stellies came back from 2 goals down, turned by 3 goals to 2. Let's have a look at what you can expect from Orlando Pirates. We'll be looking to make history, becoming the first club to win 3 consecutive MTN 8 titles since the tournament's inception in 1972. The Steely States will be looking to win their second top flight title since winning first the inaugural calling knockout, beating TS Galaxy on penalties. While at it, Pirates will be out to win their sixth title overall since MTN took over, and their 14th title overall, to be one closer to Kaiser to close run closer to equaling Kaiser Chiefs' record, who've won it 15 times overall. Since MTN took over, Kaiser Chiefs Pirates have won it in 2010, 11, 20, 22, 23, make their 30, making it their 13th overall. And they'll be looking to win their 14th. Players you can look out for include the likes of Setsa Mabaza, who has the Golden Boot. The Golden Boot winner has netted just 1 goal in the competition. However, Coach Jose Rivero will be hoping his chemistry with Relebohile Mofokeng will come in handy. Now, the two players, the winger, the 19-year-old winger, and the forward, the center forward, always have a way of complementing each other and feeding off each other's energy. We saw it last season in a game against Cape Town City, where Pirates emerged victorious by 2 goals to 0 in the league last season at the Cape Town Stadium. The 19-year-old Relebohile Mofokeng is another one to watch for. And has a knack for scoring crucial goals. We saw it. What he did in the Nedbank Cup against Sundowns right at the death to decide the Nedbank Cup for Pirates. Combined with pace and excellent footwork, it remains to be seen if he is going to be used as an impact player, which is also good for Orlando Pirates, or he's gonna be a starter. Another player that could come in handy is Evidence Mahupa, who netted a brace after coming in on an injury time. The lanky striker is also good in the air. Not the fastest of players, but he knows how to position himself. He's got the strength to bully defenders. Has contributed a goal to the tournament in the quarterfinal against Super Sport United. It remains to be seen. We can't say much about Monopoly selling. However, the speedy winger will be a headache for defenders, provided he gets a start. His goal against Polokwane was evidence of his ability to score from all angles. Um, Now this he likes to protect. Now the winger likes to protect the ball, uh, and once he has the ball, it becomes hard to dispossess him. Expect an attacking prowess from Orlando Pirates, which will be key in the final. Furthermore, the defending champions' attacking ability is something Stellies need to be wary of. And Stellies are also no pushovers, with having been a heavy headache for the Bucks, losing just once the MTN 8 semi-final first leg, losing just once in 4 games last season. Pirates in the tournament, and they're no strangers to Orlando Pirates in the tournament meeting last season, where Pirates emerged victorious via away goals. Um, Players you can look out for as a former TS Galaxy player and Letlogonolo Mojela, who did not take long to settle at the Wildlands, especially after netting the goal that sent Stellies to the final, and his side that sent Stellies to the final, and his first goal against Polokwane City. Currently, Mojela is on 5 goals in all competitions. Ashley Capito was tipped off to be the perfect replacement for the recently departed Ekram Reyners, who's gone on to join Mamelodi Sundowns, is yet to hit the ground running since joining. However, this final could be his stepping stone. If he gets a start, they just need to work on him. They're gonna have to be patient with him. We hope the spectators will not boo him when he hits it wrong, gets it wrong. It's gonna take time for him to find his footing, and there's definitely gonna be pressure going into the game. Another player to look out for is Stanley Barnes, the jersey number 10, who could be used as probably an attacking midfielder. Was also quick to adjust to the life in the winelands. Therefore, they furthermore getting on the score sheet in the Cape Derby, and is just as influential in creating goals. Coach Steve Barker will be hoping to get easy to that he has his scoring boots on. Now, encounters between Steelers and Pirates are nothing short of entertainment. Um, Great game for a neutral also. It's especially for a neutral. Expect something that is nothing short of fireworks. History, can you call it upset? We can't exactly call Steelers the underdogs anymore because they've given a lot of teams a headache. Yes, they lost their first game to Golden Arrows, but they managed to find their footing. In this case, we can't exactly call it an upset, considering that Coach Steve Barker, like I said, has won the trophy as a player and now won the trophy as a player when he was the predecessor of the MTN 8 with Vets University beating Kaichis by 2 goals to 0. The then BP top 8, the side that had your Jethro Lovers Mushala before he joined Mamelodi Sundowns, Bradley Canal before he moved to Kaiser Chiefs, and will be looking to lift the trophy as a player, as a coach, having lifted it as a player. Pirates will be looking to win their third successive trophy. History is at stake in the name of Pirates, looking to win their third successive tournament, MTN 8, for the first time ever since the tournament's inception in 1972. Coach Jose will be looking to be that coach to make his help Pirates make history. Uh, However, Stellies will have other ideas, and that's all we have time for on All Things Football. I look out for the show, which I will link on Instagram. Please like, comment, like, and subscribe on. Please like and subscribe on on YouTube on the Amava Roto network, like the All Things Football page on Facebook. I will link the show as soon as it's done. I hope you enjoyed. Thanking you in advance for watching. We're not in today due to not in next week. Making way for the international break. However, we'll be back on the 26th of October. Till then, let's give it a name and call it a day. My name is Apiwe Roto. Take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers.